What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's another tour day. Josh and Brandy Helm here, bringing you guys another finished Barndominium. Tell them where we're at.
We are in Cleburne, Texas, and we've got a 2,000 square foot Barndominium with about 700 square foot of porch.
Yes, you guys are already familiar with this. I know you are because we've done quite a few updates. It's called the Cleburne single slope Barndominium. It's all finished up on the interior, almost 700 square foot of porches as well. So on the exterior, we have a black roof, dark trim, as well as white finished panels. I think this is a really nice, sharp look. There's a lot of unique special finishes on this build. I think you guys are really gonna love it. Let's get it going. Welcome in, welcome in.
Nice and toasty in here.
Our single slope Cleburne Barndominium. Love the feel of this barndo.
For sure. Right when you walk in, your eye is just drawn up to this
Up
slope.
and out because you got all the glass across the backside.
It's a great view.
One of the things that is different about this build is we've got a single slope. So we're going from 9 foot to 13 foot approximately high on the other side. When you're doing that, it poses some challenges, especially if you're staying pretty low on one side, is because you're spacing for interstitial for air conditioning. Today's video is actually sponsored by Cooper and Hunter, who helps us to solve these problems when we come into this scenario, essentially where we don't have enough interstitial space.
Yeah, there's no attic space.
And in that scenario, we have to have something that's either minimized. So we go to a mini split, or we would go to what we used here is a slim duct system, which really minimizes the space we need interstitially, making it to where we can still accomplish conventional air conditioning, but in a smaller, tighter area.
And I like that there's not actually the units on the wall that you can see.
Yeah, and that's what our clients were going for on this. They didn't want that particular deal. Now, that would have worked perfectly well and good too, so we've done that.
I just like that there's options.
But we didn't really have an option with big conventional air conditioning on this because of the design. So Cooper and Hunter helped us get it done. But what a beautiful open space here. It's 36 feet deep of living and 66 feet long on the exterior perimeters of the living quarters. And right in this big great room, it's about 37 by 36 foot. One big open great room.
Sometimes people comment on our videos and they say, I don't like when you walk right into the kitchen. I didn't even see the kitchen, I just saw.
Because one of the unique things that they did here as well is this decorative ceiling, which is a finished pine.
Yes, and I love how they have the same wood on the front porch and it leads to the back porch, but they've got it on the sides of the walls here as an accent walking in, and also on the ceiling, and it just kind of just continues all the way through.
And for this, when you have the contrast of the white panel punching it with this wood tone, I think is a really nice touch. Moving on, we have this area here, which is more of a common space, which is going to work between maybe a sitting area for your living room and maybe a reading area or something right here, because you have all these adjustable shelves that we put in here.
Yeah, it's going to be a great place to locate your books, maybe some picture frames, some cute decorations. But yeah, you could definitely have a reading area here. And I like the nice built-ins. It kind of fills in the space.
Here, they went with an Anderson style window.
They're black on black.
Yeah, and we got the black on the inside and the out. But you know, a lot of times people were questioning whether they should do white interior rather than have that black frame. But here, guys, I mean, look at how good that looks.
Yeah,
it really looks
makes
good.
It pop, for sure. And it's breaking up the white again.
So it's obviously a little more money to go to this style of window, but I think the payoff is really good.
So for another focal point we have in this room, we've got a beautiful fireplace. They've got a smoked litter stone, and then this is a wood burning fireplace. I also like that they did their mantle that matches the wood on the ceiling. So again, it breaks up all the white because they did all Sherwin-Williams extra white on all the walls, all the trim. I love how this breaks all that up.
Yes, and the mantle is matching some of our created beams that we did on the ceiling space too. So has that same dynamic and density, I think, in the wood. So occasionally we'll be using like a rough cedar mixed with some of this more polished wood, but in this case, it works well. They don't have the hearth here, but I like to not have that whenever you're maybe trying to get the most out of your space. But some people, they still they still want to have the hearth. You know, it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of what you want for your design. But here, as we move on through, look at the amount of glass we have here on the back side of this build.
These windows are amazing, and so is that door. To me, those are the showstoppers in this room.
Yeah, so this door is a bifold sliding door, which opens all the way in.
Into the wall.
I'm not gonna open it right now though, because it's about 15 to 20 degrees, I don't know, something like that outside. But we're staying really warm inside, so we're spending a little bit less time.
Well, the thing I like about these doors is it doesn't just open up and land here where you still have one space full. It goes all the way into the wall, which is tucked behind this other little shelf. So I love that once you open it, it's just one wide open space.
So that's a great thing. This is an 8 foot by 8. Now they extended their glass up above each window. Now because this door slid in, I like this little break as well between the two areas. This is like a little coffee collection.
Oh, I forgot. They collect
shelf is what they did here.
Coffee mugs.
It works really well to break up this space.
And actually have a designated dining room.
In all of our spaces, we don't always have the space to have a dining room.
So it's got its
Check
own
this
chandelier. Like it's definitely got a defined place for a table. And so this is nice.
I like this feel. I like the feel of it. Of course, they did the stained concrete throughout. It's all kind of tying it all together.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the kitchen a little bit.
So in the kitchen, we've got this beautiful island. They did a black pearl level 1 granite. So it's really nice. To me, it's a little more muted with the busyness.
Now, a lot of times what you need to know about a granite is sometimes it's real spotty. So you're not able to get more of a solid color like we're getting here. So choosing this is probably your best bet to stay. It's
Within budget.
It helps you stay in budget, but it's also a really good look because you're getting that just dark out look.
Right. And something different they did here was this stovetop. It's a 5-burner stovetop.
What do we call this, a drop-in? Or what do we call this? I know on bathtubs we call them drop-ins,
I guess.
but this is just a cooktop.
Yeah, a cooktop. But
So
it's got Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. I'm not really sure how you use all that, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you got connections.
Yeah.
You get connected. So you might be reading a book and you can turn the heat up a little bit on your stove.
Actually, you got tea going and it's like, oh, I think the tea's burning,
boiling.
turn it off. But this island has a lot of things going on with it. It's got the cabinets in the front where you can maybe put your games or cookbooks or things like that. But then there's also room for probably about 4 bar stools on the front.
Yes, and I like how we always do this, but we've got our ends kind of capped off. Here we're doing a shaker style, which is what we got going throughout the kitchen. Shaker style doors. Your typical selections on that is either a raised panel or shaker. And the shaker is this look right here, which you're seeing on these beautiful uppers. And here we've got this back wall where we got cabinets. Because this is a 9-foot eave height, we can continue our cabinets all the way up to the ceiling. Now, when you get with your really high ceilings, it becomes a little more difficult to do that, especially when you're 12 foot, 14 foot, it gets up there, so you got to kind of create a shelf. But kind of like how we were able to incorporate the cabinets like this. For our backsplash, this is a subway tile, a little bit more of that rustic. It's got a little bit of wave texture to it, and it's got some color to it.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a grace to it. And they did a nickel hardware on all of the cabinets and then as well as the sink. Something cool on the sink is it's actually motion censored. I thought it wasn't working at first, but it's because you have to wave your hand in front of it.
You have to turn it on.
Yeah. They have all GE profile appliances, so those are really nice, all the stainless steel.
And we've got a beautiful bouquet of flowers by
Yes.
Mrs. Brandy here.
Yep, I stopped by the flower shop yesterday morning and made those, so that was kind of different. Usually I have a little different procedure, so I have a little different access this time.
And over the sink, we've got this natural light coming in with the window. Always a nice touch, I think, because nobody wants to wash dishes against the wall. And
Give me
then
something to look at.
a gooseneck light here for an accent.
And they continued the granite into the
And this
the
kind of
windowsill.
matches our larger lights that we've got over the island. I like the black accents with the white walls, the wood. All this stuff really, really looks good. I don't know, to me, this is kind
No,
of,
I love the selections here.
really like this style.
They did all drawers in the island on this side. So Lots of places to store. Oh, there's already some paint in there. So one thing I really like about the cabinets on this side is they stay the same height as the 9-foot cabinets over there, but it goes all the way to the ceiling. It follows the line with the ceiling, how it slopes. And I like that it just gives a little bit of a dimension.
Yeah, I like that too, because anytime your cabinets can touch the ceiling, I think it's a good touch. But here they were just low enough to where it wasn't too bad to be able to add a little accent for decorative there.
One cool thing I liked about this appliance, whenever I found it earlier, is it's actually got an air fry option as well as the baking, convection. So they've got such neat options with these appliances these days, but I love that they all match and they're all the GE profile.
As we come a little bit further, you can see we've still got this larger cabinet, which one thing we always do is we bank these cabinets as best as we can when the design allows it, and we'll have a finished edge for our refrigerator. Sometimes we even build it into the wall when the design is done that way. You can take some of your full-size fridge space from sticking out too far. So it's real important to make sure that from the clearance of where your fridge and the island, you still want to have 3.5 feet or more, somewhere in that range. Well, that's always a crucial discussion about spacing in your kitchen. But here, I think everything is just really done well.
So just off of the kitchen, we've got our pantry is located actually into our laundry room. So there's no doors here, but you've got just a wide open space for lots of storage all the way up to the seat. Well, all the way up pretty high that you can store all of your toiletries, pantries, items.
This is really nice because it kind of tucks the pantry away off of the laundry room in passing, because you need space in front of all that. You got a connection point that even goes further to the master suite. You can hang up some clothes here over this. This is something a little bit different. We had raised our cabinet to allow for shelving or
the countertop. So yeah, you can pull your clothes out and throw them up here to fold them. You got a little bit of hanging space here and a couple of drawer spaces, and they actually did a trash drawer in here.
Wow.
Always got to have a place for your trash in your laundry room.
That works great because when your trash in the kitchen is overflowing, you just put it in here.
Yeah, there's lots of space for great use of the laundry. Yeah, but it's all tucked away, kind of, you know, combined.
Compartmentalized.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
Let's head on over to the master bedroom and show you guys what that looks like. So this is the master bedroom. It's a 15 by 14. As you can tell, we've got a lot of glass here, and that's what is amazing. And you can do this as long as you have a window that opens in the room as well. So you can do the picture frame windows if you want to. You just got to make sure you do have one that can open in your design. One of the things that's unique about this, because our AC units, so we have one unit on this side of the house and we have another unit on the other side of the house. We didn't have like an upright closet or anything that we could use, so we had to keep everything above the ceiling. I know this ceiling looks so beautiful.
No, I loved it. I thought that they asked for this, that it was a
and
pretty
they did
feature.
because what we did is there is a panel here that we can raise and slide over to access the whole slim duct system that we have interstitially here, which gives us a really quick versatility to be able to make access to that if there was ever needed to be able to get up there. This was just a unique scenario that we haven't really ran into. I think our guys did a great job with the ceiling here. Really nice accent. So you do have to coordinate a few things, obviously, with your light and your vents and stuff like that whenever you trim out a ceiling like that. And we've got the ceiling fan in here, which is contrasting to match with all this black.
And they did all the Sherwin-Williams extra white walls and trim, all that in here. And of course we still have the gray stained floors. I would love to see them put maybe some of those roller shades in here, you know, that are on the little remote that was lower all of them. It'd be really cool.
So it keeps going. We've got a lot more I want to show you guys as we move through the master bathroom, because this is where it really, I feel like the flow is really good here on this video.
So for our master bathroom, they continued the black pearl granite. So all blacks and whites. So they did all the black hardware, the black faucets, and then I love how they wrapped the black around the windows and put that on the lights as well.
And framed it so that it kind of matches with your bar lights up there, which is a good touch. So that's always a question, like, should we do one big mirror or should we match our bar lights with the sink and then the mirrors? I mean,
a lot of options.
You guys let us know, what are the rules?
Yeah, you could do one large mirror, the two individuals.
Here, I think they just stuck with the plan. They got their their mirrors and the lights all lined up. That's amazing.
Yay.
It's amazing when that works. But we got a pretty good sizable space here for this area, because you got your sinks over there. And then this opens up into a beautiful walk-in shower. I'll get in here just so they can film. It's a 12 by 24 porcelain tile, very large. We got the soapbox here with this nice flat marble tile, which is also on the floor in here. It has this rain head as well, which is nice. You know, you're always trying to coordinate some of these things, but here on this one, it has a diverter valve which goes to a spray handle. So that's here, conveniently located on this side, which is a really good touch, with a bench in here too. And we got this zero transition coming in and out of the shower. Of course, we do have an upper cabinet over the toilet there for some additional linen space.
And then we're going into the master closet. Got lots of space in here. We've got some shelving tucked in behind this door, so for maybe shoes or hats for you. And I love that there's a shelf all the way around. So
Yeah, you can just stack hats all the way around.
yeah, then we've got our highs and lows, and this maybe some dress hanging storage. I love the way that this is laid out. It's a great size.
Yeah, and this is one passageway. You guys might have seen us talk about this on the channel before, but all this flows from the master bedroom to the bathroom to the closet
Back
to the
laundry room.
Laundry room. So
We got a double doors. I love having the laundry room off of the master closet, so you can come in here and handle all your laundry instead of hauling it across the house. So
it's right here,
that.
conveniently located.
and it's close to the pantry. Plus for Josh.
For me. That's right. I would take advantage of that. I'm not gonna lie.
He would say, I'm doing the laundry, but he's actually,
I gotta go change the laundry around.
yeah. Hey, I might actually get some help with that. I need you to go get something out of the pantry, and while you're in there,
Yeah, the refrigerator needs to be a
put the
little
stuff
closer.
in the dryer.
No, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So let's go show you guys the other side where we got 2 more bedrooms.
For our first guest bedroom, we have a 10 by 12. Good size space here.
Yeah,
Pretty
we've got
simple.
a ceiling fan in here. We got more beautiful window.
We got a nice little double door closet here with the uppers and lowers. And then we've got a little Jack and Jill bathroom here. We've got the same black pearl granite, level 1 granite, double faucets, double sinks. And we did one large mirror over this one with the one vanity light.
Yeah, it seems to make the most sense in that scenario. And then over here, we've got a beautiful 12 by 24 porcelain tile. Again, with the same rain head faucet, black on this light cream colored tile. Looks really, really nice.
I like that the rain head is adjustable, so you can actually face it out or just straight down. You can kind of move it around.
Yeah, and then of course your additional linen space in there.
And then flowing straight on through, we've got another 10 by 12 guest bedroom. This is our second guest bedroom. The same matching closet, uppers and lowers.
And
Last
this
guest.
brings us back out, which is kind of a flowing thing. We have an additional half bath here, which is off of the back patio. So we're going to show you guys the back patio as well, and kind of how that serves this. But this will be able to help with company when they have a guest over and things like that. This will be right here off the main living room in this space, which is I think it's a really good option to have. You have a guest restroom right there.
For sure. Yeah, if you've got people hanging out outside, they've got access to it instead of having to come all the way through the house.
So let's go out and show you guys the final porch reveal here. So this is what grand Barndominium living is all about. It's having a big back porch like we've got here on this one. And you can see our roof slope continues as we've got this high ceiling with the same decorative wood accent that we've got going on out here. It's a really nice look. We've got a lot going on too. I've got a storage closet that moves over to here because I told you guys we just didn't have a lot of space.
And there's not a shop on this build.
This was the design here. So we have our water heater closet and additional storage room. This is actually heated. It's pretty warm in there.
Yeah, it's toasty in there.
Thank you to Cooper and Hunter. So as we move on down this little porch, this is where our little bump out off this porch is for that
The little
restroom, which will serve the backyard too, because this will now have access off the back porch.
And this door is actually painted Sherwin-Williams iron ore. So it's a real dark gray, but almost black.
So and overall, you can see the amount of glass that we have back here. This really lends to the whole aesthetic of this back porch, which is what we knew it was all going to be about. And of course, you're continuing that black and white contrast. Has a really nice look. Guys, this is one beautiful Barndominium. So if you're considering building a Barndominium, maybe a single slope, would be part of the design that you're looking for. I know a lot of people have expressed that they're interested in it. There's a lot more to come on this channel. Guys, we've got a whole bunch more Barndominiums coming along. It's our pleasure that you guys have been here with us, joined us along in the journey. I'm Josh Helm.
And I'm Brandy Helm.
We're wishing you all the best, and thanks for watching Texas Best.